Yo, what is going on, people, and welcome to another video. So in this video I'm just going to put my thoughts on Arma 4. Now, I've had a long time on Arma 3 and I feel like Arma 3 Life was the most popular thing that I would have played back in the day. So why would anyone want Arma 3 to go? I suppose you could say, well, I think everyone's got bored of it. As you can see, the game players has declined, and especially in the life side of the game, people don't necessarily play it as, you can maybe say, Asylum, Olympus. They get players, yes, but are they as many players as they used to be? No. Same with ALRP back in the day, when it used to get a lot of players onto the server. The team super had always like 400 people in it. There always used to be, server 1 used to be full and server 2 used to be full. There used to be 3 servers on that. The life side of Arma 3, I would say, has very died down and isn't really a thing. We've only left with Grand Theft Arma, I would personally say, which is the only, you could say, somewhat good server. Now, all the rest of the servers, like Olympus and Asylum, are basically not roleplay servers, I would say, anymore. I would say they just basically get a gun servers and shoot, obviously with the roleplay aspect in it, but no roleplay actually to be seen. So Arma 4, I think it should focus on being developed. As you can see, Arma 3 has been out for 5 years now. Even Bohemia have said that themselves. 5 years as Arma 3, which, as I say, Arma 3 was a good game to play. So as you can see here, it says, as of today, well, which isn't today, but on the 12th of September, it's been 5 years since Arma 3 was officially released. Now, I got this game 2 years ago, in 2016, and from then I played Arma 3. I obviously started off on Outlast Life and then gradually moved over to roleplay on modded, which I found was really good. The only problem is with the modded servers in Arma 3 now, they are lacking players and no one really plays modded anymore. That's why Outlast Life is the most popular thing. Now, me personally, I've never been a big fan of just the military side of, actually, you could say, playing Arma 3. I've always been into the roleplay aspect, but obviously shooting I do like to do as well. What Arma as a whole focuses on is obviously military, because that's its background. It came from, obviously it came out with a DLC, which, Laws of War, which had some more vans and some more cars in, which I think Arma 4 should focus on. I think Arma 4 should focus on more cars, more equipment. Now, Arma 3, obviously, because it is a military, there's a lot of guns in there. The good thing about modded Arma 3 Life is that you had multiple different variations of cars, different clothing, and multiple more aspects. Now, the only problem with Arma is I used to have a bad PC, and it was obviously CPU intense, which obviously takes a lot of your FPS, you know, away from your actual graphics card itself. Now, I have a decent PC, so now I do not have any issues running Arma 3, but obviously it could be bad, but the better graphics you have. Now, personally, on the maps of Arma 3, I think personally that Malden was the best one they made. Maybe for role players you can go. Altus, I feel like, is very good, and as I do know that, you know, off by heart, you could say Altus, not all of it, but the main city Cavallo, I think that it's too big mainly for roleplay, focusing just on roleplay, this video is mainly around about, because that's what I play on the most. Tanoa, I always felt like I bought Tanoa when it first came out, and I feel like Tanoa was good. The only problem is people just didn't want to buy that when it originally came out, and I think that's why it didn't boost off, but like Malden did do good. I feel like a lot of people don't like Malden Life, or just Malden the map as a whole, but I feel like I really do like the map because it is small and it doesn't compact you all into one, but it's a smaller island when, you know, as one of you could be in Cavallo and the other one could be at the top of the map, and it would take quite a while to get down there, especially if you're a police officer on your live server. Now, personally, I feel like Arma 3 should be coming to an end, which it says on this tweet. Tanks is our last announced, in quotation marks, title and project lead and project, and like it says here, Tanks is our last announced title. Which does that mean that Arma 3 is coming to an end? I would really want to say that Arma 3 is actually coming to an end, because personally I found the game pretty boring now what it's come to. I feel like they say that it's going on a new engine, which is the Daisy engine. I feel like that would be good as long as they can improve it, because obviously playing on Daisy isn't very fun. It's very boring, I feel like, as well. But we have a new engine. Will that bring new things? Hopefully that will bring new things, not these buggy things where when you go into a wall you start flying, just hitting things and you die, or when you get whacked by a car or something, you go in midair, which in some points sometimes on the game these bits are funny, but sometimes if it's you know, being whacked, that's very annoying, and it can be. Now I feel like hopefully Arma 4 should be starting to become a thing, you know. I would really like for Arma 4 to become a thing. What I feel like Arma 4 should actually be based around is, yes, it's going to be based around military. All the Arma series probably will be based around military. I just hope that they put more vehicles in. I hope they put more, you could say, cities in. Obviously not big FPS cities, but I hope that Arma 4, because Arma 3 a lot of people did actually play for just life, I feel like they should build it more like maybe cities in some places. And obviously because it's mainly a war, you don't get out of war in the middle of New York, you know what I'm saying, so obviously they're going to try and avoid a main city. I hope that modding will be easy, so people can quickly get mods out as soon as Arma is released, and then obviously we can have some sort of life back into Arma 4. If Arma 4 just come out, I 100% will buy the game. The reason, because of the experiences that I did have on Arma 3 roleplay. I will probably not buy it for the military side, because I'm not really interested into shooting. I'm more interested into role-playing games and open world games. Now, the reason why I love open world games is because you can do what you want to do, when you want to do, and how you want to do it. Obviously, like GTA, you can drive around the map, you can basically do what you want into a certain band of limit. When you're doing these missions that Arma creates, you know, you are sometimes limited to what you can do, and that is mainly the reason why I don't find them fun. Now, when there's been posts about Arma 3, so when they've been posts about Arma 4 being the whole world map, do I think that would be good? Personally, no. I feel like that the Arma 3 maps that they do something in Arma 4 should be like that. It should be one little map. I feel like if you do a world map, yeah, it will also be very, very big. It will take a long time to do, and I feel like people don't want a rush game. Obviously, they want a game to be fixed, all currently working. But yes, not only do people want a fully working game, but I feel like to have a massive map, when it'll be very hard to see people, you know, Arma's servers are limited to a certain number, and I feel like if they had a map just like Altus but maybe small for the start of Arma 4, that will be amazing, just for roleplay mainly itself. Now obviously I can't really comment on the military side of Arma 3, because I'm not really interested in, but obviously I hope that there will be weapons in there, you know, like there is in Arma 3, because yes, roleplay is also fun, but I think everyone likes having a kill here and there. That is obviously what the game will be based around. I think everyone wants to think what is actually going to go on Arma 4. I think everyone's got multiple questions, and obviously you can't expect Bohemia to tell you what the hell's actually going to go on, because obviously they won't have really got far in it. Personally, to the different engines that they're using, me personally, I couldn't really care less as long as a new game came out and they fixed the bugs. Now obviously some bugs are buggy, but because I've been a map dev myself, I would love to do map dev in Arma 4, because that will be something that I like doing. Make it so in the actual engine itself, instead of being like Arma 3 was, where it's like based around, not squares I would say, but you can't have built-in tunnels or you know, like just built-in like caves or anything like that. You would have to like make them with rocks. Make it so you can edit actually underneath the dirt, instead of having to lower the dirt and then putting rocks over it or something like that. Make the map making more flexible in what you can actually do. Make it so you can place everything down where you want it, when you want, you know, like. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Basically, it's just my opinion of what I want Arma 4 to actually be. If you have any comments or suggestions of how I could have improved this video, or if you just basically want to talk to me, leave them down below. Please like and subscribe. There will be a Garry's Mod video coming out very soon also, and then maybe an Arma 3 video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.